tripping me out today. But I was listening to her talk about the problem people be having. That's the thing, guys. The problem people be having. That's God, the thing that God's children got to deal with. That's why I say Jesus need his own businesses. Jesus need his own patent companies. It's like Jesus need his own subdivisions. Like God need their own stuff. I mean, I know you probably gonna like churches got I'm talking about, God, I'm talking about period. Church don't matter if you love God. You're a child of God. We need somebody that's actually gonna work with the people, bro. It's almost like it's like Jesus against Satan. Give Jesus all this right here. But man, I feel where she was coming from. She was like, the stuff we gotta deal with. Not to abuse. It's like we get abused for being God's children. And we need somewhere where, I don't know. Right now that's too difficult for me. Even though it's real simple to think of. It's simple. It's simpler saying it than trying to figure out how would you be able to do that. Somebody gonna have to give up some stuff. That would it be like. It'd be like somebody has to give up a lot. Cause it's like when you're looking at it as energy, it's easier for me to see it as energy. Like you did this darkness, so you walk the energy in your business, in your place of business, your corporation, and even all the good people are tied up in the warpness. It could be a producer. It could be an engineer. It could be it could be a producer. It could be a merchant. But you doing something in the dark, and you probably own a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying? And those artists are affected by your darkness. That's the best way I can explain it. I can't explain it on the physical like that, but I can explain it on the spiritual. So it's like your energy is warped. That's why I always tell people don't miss business with pleasure. Like whatever you got going on in your personal time, don't put it in your business because it's gonna warp the energy. And then everybody that's working for you, no matter what, gonna be affected somehow by them changes that you brought upon yourself. Um, just like what I said when I was at work, and you working a part of the job, and it's dealing with inventory, stock, money, finances. I didn't go to school for. I was just good at stuff. I went to school for a while, but I never could. I kept swapping up with careers and stuff like that, whatever. I couldn't find out what I wanted to do. I was just about good at everything. For a while, I kept a 4.0 until I started working a lot. And then I started flunking. I just couldn't never finish. I ain't never know what I wanted to do. I was good at everything. I couldn't find out what I wanted to do. I went to school for it was just a technical college. I went there for I don't know. I ain't never get nothing really. I got some certificates and some, I ain't never stay long enough to get nothing because school just wasn't my forte. But, like I said, I look at things in it, when you in work and you in the, I got my x-ray stuff, but I still didn't really finish it. I did enough to where I can get a license to work X-ray, but I didn't never finish it. I can go to the hospital and stuff like that and work it though, but I just didn't finish the. I did enough to get like a I don't know what kind of degree it was, but it was good enough to work, do X-ray. But I ain't do X-ray for a hospital though. I did X-ray for BMW for 15 years. Um, they probably don't even use that stuff no more. But um, what I would do is they'll put you in any place where you see their card, might see their accounts and stuff like that, or they give you a card. It's a money card for the company, and it'll be some unbelievable amount of money on that card, and you'll be like, in your mind, being who you are, you'll be like, shit, I could take $20,000. They won't never notice it, but they do notice it. They will notice it, and you gotta be and some maybe won't notice it, but I don't. I didn't do that. I wouldn't take nothing. I wouldn't even think about it. I just be in the room with the people who be thinking. You'll be amazed who actually trying to take the money out the car. It'd be like, it'd be who they least expect. And I won't have nothing to do with it. I'm black too. Black male in there. Hell no. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't even touch. I don't even want to look at their account. And it was like one woman. She damn near tried to build her house out their car. She down there trying to build a house off her, you know what I'm saying? It was a sexy ass white woman. She down there trying to build her house off the car. She said, hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have nothing, don't want to look at it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. And they took her ass straight to jail. She didn't stay long. She didn't stay long. If I would have did what she did, I'd be still in there. She didn't go to prison long. I mean, she didn't go to jail long. But anyway, tell you. But that's the kind of thing like, and then you put these people in these positions, and let's say you're a boss at a job, and it's some fine women working for you, and they flirting with you, and you move them up at the job. That's why I respected Dan Allison and this guy named Brad. I don't remember Brad last name, but them the best bosses I ever had in my life. But outside this other guy that was at Fruit of the Loom. But man, it was this girl. She was thick. She was bad. I can't remember her name. She was bad. She was a white girl, of course. But cause where I live at, it's mainly white. It's not many blacks. It's like if you go to Hart County, it's more blacks. If you go to Stevie County, it might be more black. But in Livonia, it ain't that many blacks. You know what I'm saying? It's some blacks, but it ain't that many blacks. So if you go get a job, it really ain't gonna be that many people around. Not no, man, it's cool with me. It don't bother me. None of it bother me. I can go anywhere, and it's straight. But it's just this my hometown. So anyway, so when I'm working over here, so it's like this girl. She was bad now. So it was like this dude named Dan. He he was cool, boy. Dude, cool. Like I said, he took me to work with him. He taught me some business stuff that helped me with my life for the rest. I still utilize it to this day in my life. Cause he told me some straight gangster stuff. I wanted to buy this nice Rouse. And I said, I'm finna buy this Rouse. I ain't never had a fast car. I said, it was a limited edition Rouse. It looked like the one they were gonna make the new Night Rider on. I said, I want this Rouse. And I had me and him talking. He said, what's up, man? What's going on with it? I said, I want to buy this car. But I don't want to buy it if y'all going to fire me or shut the job down. He said, listen, son, if you can't afford no car payment, what good is you with or without this job? And when he told me that, he broke me in half. He broke me in half. And then he started taking me on work stuff with him outside of the company. And he started teaching me some little business stuff. And I said, I had to apply it to myself. And you know, you can either work harder, like this is what he taught me. You can either work harder or you can work smarter. And get it right the first time. I learned that from him and Brad. So anyway, this girl was there. He had this money dance walk. You could just tell he was a black person in a white body, but he was from Russia or Belgium or something. Though. I don't think he was from here. But anyway, he said, what'd he do? This girl, she was thick, bro. She was from Hall. She was a white girl, but she was from Hall, where all the, most of the blacks is in this area is at Hall. So she was kind of built up like a black woman. And she was fat. She got on everybody's nerves. But I like looking at her because it wasn't much to look at the job. And the few women that were there you could look at, I was, enjoying myself. So I like looking at her and working with her. I gave her hell though because she thought she ran everything. And she was one of the kind of people that sue you for wasting coffee on her. So I said, so she went out there, she was first of all, she was wear clothes she ain't supposed to be wearing. So she gonna see him, she gonna bend down purposely and let her titty just fall out. My bad, I even said that 12-11. She just let her breast just fall out. And he said, come with me. He fired her, he sent her straight home, man. He fired her. And I was like, wow, it blew my mind, bro. It blew my mind. And I was like, wow, he fired her. You know what I'm saying? Because she, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have easily got away with it. But he didn't, they didn't. And, and that's how I moved up at the job. And then with the same guys that I couldn't afford to go to school and wasn't nobody supporting me to go to school. And I told them that. And they wanted me to do x-ray for BMW. I said, I can't go to no school. I work too much. And they said, we're going to bring the school here to you because you're a great worker. And that's exactly what they did. They paid the college people to come to the job and teach me. That's why I said there is some real people out here, some really good people out here. It's just hard to find them. And but anyway, y'all gotta excuse my language. I'm 13, 11. You gotta excuse me, but hey man, I come up different, bro. I can't hear. I'm trying to meet y'all stipulate, but y'all got so much red tape. It's like you're gonna have to be on here like this one day. And we're gonna have to psychologically, we're gonna have to telepathically, however you say that, talk to each other, because y'all don't say this, don't say that. And that all means the same thing, you know what I'm saying? But I understand though with the kid, but I wasn't a child that grew up like that. I was a child that knew and was introduced to everything as soon as I came out of the womb, just about. So it was like, this was this and this is that. What is that? But anyway, what happened? That's what was I gonna say? So, they started moving them around. They started moving up or something. And we started getting other bosses. Now I'm gonna show you a different scenario. A different scenario is when a lady like that do that and she get in the office. And when she get in the office, she move up in the office. And when she move up in the office, good people start getting fired. Things start changing rapidly. And at this point, the boss and whoever done dealt with this person, them in blackmail and blackball, and it affects the whole business. So that's why I'm telling you, bro, don't miss business with pleasure. I used to say that in my studio, and them dudes used to sit there and say, I miss business with pleasure. They wasn't down putting the money in. They wasn't doing the engineering. They wasn't putting the work together. They wasn't the one that had to go out and put the band together. They wasn't the one that had to bring everybody to the studio. Anyway, let me get off here. I had to finish this another time. But they wasn't the one that putting the ones in the studio or none of that. But they damn sure tore everything apart. So it's like that.